So who do you talk to?
Do you know who Jacob is? He's lived in Prescott, I guess, for like a bunch of years. And he came by yesterday, and I guess he's got a blog where he was really influential with the whole mural mice conflict. He was the one who made the news go national and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he was saying like, he's like, come on, Kristin, you and I both know that this isn't about safety, okay? It's about some internal pressure. He's like, this isn't any more dangerous than somebody's back.
It's about what?
It's not about safety.
Gene.
He said
It's about what?
it's about internal pressure and people who are unhappy with this. So that's why I feel really confused leaving that meeting, because Joe Blair is like really, he's like, you know, I just want to work with you on this. We just want to make sure that everything is safe and blah blah blah. And like, I'm gonna leave it in your hands what we should do. Here's a paper you can propose like what you want. He's like,
Your hands?
my hands. Basically, he's like, it's your project. It's in your hands. Once you leave the store, if you want more conflict, that's your choice. But you want to make this as like simple as possible. I was like feeling really bad because he made some good points about safety, but then Jacob was like, this is like your bathroom, and
It's not finished.
right.
That's the
Well,
big deal.
Well, I think what Joe was saying is that these tiles can be like with vandalism, people can come and take them out, and like
Until we get a
then they have to replace them.
Please.
Right. Well, then he said that they're the ones who are responsible for it. I don't know. I'm so confused right now.
So where does that leave us?
Do you know? Yeah. What's this timeline?
Well, this is sort of like a really interesting point right now, because he handed me a blank piece of paper to fill out that says like project proposal. Basically what he said is that we need to take all the tiles out. What we do after that is your idea. You write it down here. But right now we're at a point where until I submit that piece of paper, we have some time to think about like what kind of action to take, as far as like, should we keep protesting and expose like all the bullshit that's happening at City Hall, or should we just comply? Because I don't know if there's any way to hold people accountable and make them admit that this isn't about public safety or something. Or
There is no way.
don't say that yet.
But he wants you to take the tiles off and then do what?
Replace them with bigger tiles to make it flatter.
So then it doesn't become a community project anymore. Every tile that people carve and placed.
That's what I told him, and he's like, you know, I know it's really sad, and it's our bad that we didn't like. I gotta talk to Rudy, because like it's our bad we weren't keeping an eye on it, but Rudy was.
Excuse me, they drove, every day I was here, they drove by. They never stopped, they never said anything.
Yeah.
The one day they stopped to eat lunch over on the other side of the park.
They being
Parks and Rec people.
right, and well, he came by several times. He did say stuff, and it was all positive.
Yeah, Rudy has been great. He's like, it's looking good, you guys. Like, as soon as you like sand down those sharp edges and grout it, it should be good.
So where is his voice?
Well, he was supposed to be at the meeting, and I was like, hey, where's Rudy? And
He's hiding. That's what I'd be doing.
No, he's not hiding. I think they told him he couldn't come.
Yeah.
Or he boycotted the meeting. That's another possibility. So just out of curiosity,
There's no taking the tiles off.
Well, the problem is too that
With a
Ryan.
sledge and hammer.
You could take the tile off your bathroom floor
Yeah.
and mark some.
Well, the problem is that Ryan kind of like. I mean, they did
Ryan's
make
a
some.
good guy.
He made some valid points about if somebody does take a tile out and the parks is responsible for filling it in.
Well, then what about the obelisk? Why
And
is
that's
this
what Juanita
different?
was. That's
There you
what
go.
Juanita fired at my whole class.
Yeah.
Get
There
out,
you go.
protest, get it national. Go there now. What about
Ryan
the
agreed to
obelisk?
take
Where
all
is
the
it?
tiles
Right
out.
across the
Right
street.
across the creek.
Ryan agreed to take all
Why
the
is that different than this? It's Mosaic.
Well, what Ryan was
No
saying is
different.
that he wants to keep some of the bigger pictures, like the horse, like the other issue is that there's like such unevenness like between here and here, and like I don't know.
but that's a mosaic for you.
That's so.
That's taken care of with grout.
Right.
What is that? So, I know Ryan. I mean, I don't think he's agreeing. Like, he wasn't saying like I've been saying that the whole time, but he's like, I think we were trying to be as like mellow as possible, and like, and he was like, you have a good point. I think you're right. We need to take off all the tiles. And Ryan's been so influential and so hard. He's someone who helped us really. Like, he made sure that they understood the bench was sound and that someone made sure.
And he's a city employee.
No, Ryan is a
Contractor.
so, but the thing that's still is like feeling not right to me is how they switched so quickly from being like, good job to
To safety.
Well, I think it had something to do with the Buddha showing up to tell you the truth.
Yeah, well, that was here since day 2. Like I said, we were digging the foundation and it was coming true. But the other thing is too that yesterday the reasons that Joe gave for tearing it down were completely different from today. And he even put an article in the Prescott College. I don't know if anybody saw it about like the original plan submitted are different. And that wasn't the plan I submitted. That was like a rough sketch that I said, here's an idea, you know. But
Anybody I told about it presented just that way, that this is not the completed thing.
right, it's a
So Lamont has emailed a bunch of people, including like Jack. Did you see that email?
I think so, yeah.
And Dan Campbell. Does anybody know Dan Campbell? He was also important. He is a Sierra Club member or something. So that he serves on the Prescott College board. So if I was to respond to this to everybody with the current confusion